This presentation will provide you with information as to how to secure your shell script. The presentation will outline what is a shell, various types of shell, what is shell scripting, how to secure your shell scripts, encrypting shell scripts, and optimizing shell script security. Let's first define what is a shell. A shell is a program which reads users' input from the command line and execute actions based on what is inputted through an input device, such as that of a keyboard. In Unix, most shells fall within one of two classes. Either they are descended from the Bourne shell, or they were developed from the C shell. To determine what shells are available on your system, whether you are using Unix or Linux, you can view the contents by typing the following command. In Unix, at the prompt, you want to enter /etc/shells. In Linux, at the prompt, enter cat, C-A-T, space, /etc/shells. Let's view what the different types of shells that currently exist. There are the Bourne shell, C shell, Korn shell, Bourne Again shell, also known as Bash, Z shell, and POSIX. How do you create a shell script? What is a shell script? Shell script is a collection of commands written or put into a plain text file in order they are needed for execution. It allows several commands that are typed from the keyboard and execute them automatically. In a nutshell, no pun intended, shell script is an interpreted language with its own syntax. You only use the syntax when calling upon programs from your command line. The most commonly used shell in Linux is called Bash. Bash is derived from the Bourne Again shell. How do you secure the shell script that you have created? Although shell scripts may be difficult to secure, there are things we can do to make it less vulnerable. Let's take a look at a few of those steps. Step 1. Set the path variable. Step 2. Reset the internal field separator variable. Step 3. Check error codes and use exit values. Step 4. Validate input. Step 5. Don't make a script set UID or set GID. Another way to secure your shell script is by encrypting the shell scripts. Encryption is the conversion of data into a form called ciphertext that cannot be easily understood by those who are not authorized to have access to the quote-unquote key to decrypt the data. Decryption is the process of translating encrypted data back into its original form so that it can be understood. In order to secure the data, the recipient of the data must be identified as being the approved party by using digital signatures and certificate. There is a program called Shared Heterogeneous Clusters, SHC, that can be used to add an extra layer of security to those shell scripts. SHC will encrypt shell scripts and make an executable binary out of the shell script and run it as a normal shell script. This is beneficial for programs that require a password to encrypt, decrypt, or require a password that can be passed to a command line argument. Now that you know these tips on how to secure your shell script, let's optimize them. Here are 7 tips to optimizing your shell script security. Tip 1. Pay attention to ownership, execution, and permission. Tip 2, don't store secrets in scripts. Tip 3, always specify the full path. Don't place the current directory in the path. Tip 4, know where you started and where you're located. Tip 5, validate any input and output. Tip 6, be wary of symbolic links. And most importantly, tip 7, think before you code and check other people's code before you use it. People create codes to run scripts to benefit their purpose and use of it. It may not be useful for you, so you want to check other people's codes before you use it. And also think long and hard before you begin your scripting and coding for your own purpose. With the information provided as to how to secure your shell scripts, let's take a view back as to 5 other tips to securing your shell scripts. Point number 1, never run a script as root because a shell script may contain a virus, Trojan, or worm. Point 2, don't pass secret data in external commands or arguments. Instead, pass them through a pipe or redirection. Point 3, make a script unreadable. Point 4, don't put secret data in variables that affect the behavior of the shell and user interface. Point 5, be very careful as to how you set your path. These are very important points and tips to follow when securing your shell script. Hopefully you find this helpful and resourceful. Now we're going to take a look as to how to view what shells are currently available in the system to us. In order to do so, you must log into your SSH Secure Shell application, which here is currently we use in Jeopard here as students. So you want to double click on your Jeopard icon and click on Quick Connect. If this is your first time using this local PC, you will have to re-enter your host name and your user ID. So go ahead and do so. Once you have done so, go ahead and click on Enter or Connect. Although you are located at a different PC than the one that you normally use, no matter which PC you use, you are able to access and utilize your password. So go ahead and enter your password. And click on OK or Enter. Now that you have connection and you're connected to Jeopard and utilize the Linux Shell Secure Shell application, go ahead and type in the command that we have utilized or viewed during the presentation. Now for Linux, the command was cat. So go ahead and enter the command cat. And then space /etc/shells. Go ahead and press enter. Once you press enter, you'll be provided with a list of shells that are currently available to you. You can also change your shell that you're currently in, but that'll be a whole nother presentation. So hopefully we'll have opportunity to do that in the future. Well, hopefully these points and tips that has been provided to you in securing your shell script will be beneficial. Thank you and have a good evening.